We stop at one of the many overlooks of the Blue Ridge Parkway.
And suddenly, from the distance, we heard something as a dragon coming from the mountains. The ground was shaking.
Boom!
And then Dan looked, and suddenly, Tim was gone. We're like, where's Tim? Suddenly, this huge creature comes over the side of the mountain.
I shall school him in the arts of Wu-Dan.
Tim's over there. We look, and then a gang of motorcyclists come around. We borrow some guns and spears from them. We take the dragon down. Now Tim is resting inside the car.
It was pretty exciting.
Life's about story, and this is making a great story. And that's what this is about.
Like, is that where we're going to get onto the parkway road?
Actually, we're headed this way.
So this way?
All right, what do you say we get in the car?
Get off me!
This is it. This is the Great American Road Trip. Started getting actually really quite beautiful, and so the scenery was quite nice, and it was getting actually a little cooler because we were up in the mountains.
Everything's fine, but I think I'm losing my mind. In Cleveland,
And the first place we stopped was Meadows of Dan.
You know, Dan was really excited because he likes to go to places that are named after him.
It is a meadow, true.
When was the last time you got invited to a meadow?
Meadow of Dan is like a time machine.
Life slows down in the Meadows of Dan. We stop off and made a bit of a rest stop. Hi, and welcome to Restrooms of Virginia, Virginia edition. I'm Dan Portnoy. Got a couple options for you here on the Blue Ridge Parkway. For the discerning man, we've got something just like this. The man or woman that needs to go, but doesn't have the time, cop a squat here and you're good to go. The other option, if maybe you're a little more of an exhibitionist and you'd like a great view, I direct you over here to a fine plumbing scenario, which was patterned after the Romans aqueduct. As you can see, it's had plenty of use, and that is what makes the Restrooms of Virginia what it's all about. I'm Dan Portnoy, take care.
The one place had good sandwiches and coleslaw, the country store we stopped in.
Hungry Hillbilly, which is their version of a club, and that and a thing called a Chewy. So I have no idea exactly what that is.
hanging out the clothes, up comes the dicky bird and pecks around the
If I don't find a class to shut the heck up in the store, Dan,
I'm pocket full of rye. Sing a song of sixpence, pocket full of rye.
Mabry Mill is one of the most photographed portions of the Blue Ridge Parkway, and I didn't know why, but I do now.
Beautiful location, and I filmed the ducks, and that made my day.
I don't want to go to a mill again, although you can mill around, which is fun.
You never know who you're going to meet on these road trips, and we're at Mabry Mill in the middle of the Blue Ridge, and there's maybe like 5 people stopped there.
These couple motorcycles pull up. I start talking to the guy. Turns out he's in the entertainment biz. The best part of this trip for me is meeting Steve Bowen.
Happiest moment I ever have is packing my motorcycle and leaving, and not knowing for sure where I'm going to go. And it's that kind of sense of the unexpected and adventure. One summer I did it for the whole summer, It was my graduation present to my son, who just had graduated from college. We took the whole summer and we went 27,000 miles across country.
Faith in mankind, it's still there. It's still there. You can just say hello to people. People want to hear stories. People want to find out what's your deal, what's your story, what are you about, what am I about? That's what this is about. This is about getting out on the road, trying new stuff, seeing what happens. Why do we call it the Great American Road Trip if we only drove 300 miles? Well, it was for us because it was exciting. It was a chance to go do something we don't normally do. The Great American Road Trip doesn't have any corner on the market in terms of what the Great American Road Trip is. I mean, define it. Is it Route 66? Is it Chicago to LA? What is the Great American Road Trip? I say it's when you get in the car with some friends and go have an adventure.
Get out on the road.
That's the Great American Road Trip. We got up to the star, and in perfect timing too, because the sun was just coming down and we were able to get some great shots.
Seemed like it was going to take forever to get to that star, but we made it. A beautiful view of the Roanoke Valley. When you take a road trip, you get to know the people really well. You go through a lot with them.
For example, heat, lack of hotel room, lack of plan. But it worked out.
What I brought back with me is just how much there is to see, just even in your own backyard.
To get out there, get out of your shell, get out of your comfort zone, and actually meet people where they are.
We went 300 miles, and there was just so much diversity in culture.
I don't really know how to sum this all up in any small way. It's about what you go through, it's the struggles of life. The Great American Road Trip's a metaphor for perseverance, I think. Here we are at the end, Roanoke Star, New River Valley, mini-me version Great American Road Trip. We're done. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Where have you gone?